Hi, boys and girls. Today I want to share the story with you called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And this is another fable. And remember, we said fables are books that can change the version of it depending on who wrote it. The story might change a little bit or might end differently, okay? And there are a bunch of different versions of this book, but we're going to read this one today. And this book has a special moral, it's called, or a lesson to be learned. So I want you to pay close attention to what the lesson is as we read this story. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, retold by Mary Bernadez and illustrated by Nancy Harrison. If you often lie, people won't believe you when you really are telling the truth. There once was a shepherd boy. He often watched his sheep near a dark forest. It was lonely and boring watching sheep all day. The only people nearby were farmers working in the fields. One day, the boy thought of a way to have some fun. He ran toward the fields, crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" The farmers ran to help the boy. They searched and searched, but no wolf was found. They stayed to talk with the boy. They wanted to be sure he and his flock were all right. The boy liked this very much. The next day, the boy tried the same trick. He ran toward the fields, crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" Again, the farmers came to help. Once again, they did not find any wolf. Stop and think once. What do you think is going to happen next? Let's find out. A few days later, a real wolf crept out of the dark forest. One by one, the wolf began to steal the shepherd's sheep. The boy needed help. He ran toward the fields as fast as he could. He shouted loudly, "Wolf! Wolf!" Stop and think again. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the farmers are going to come? But the farmers, who had been fooled before, thought the boy was tricking them again. They did not come to help this time. The hungry wolf had a very good meal. Now I want you to think. What was the moral of the story or the lesson that the author wanted us to get from this book? Hop back on Seesaw to answer the question.